Dear students, welcome to the online classes of chemistry. So, today we will discuss about the structure of carbonyl group. Look here students, structure of carbonyl group. So, here in structure of carbonyl group, in case of aldehydes, ketones and even carboxylic acid, look here students, here carbon has a double bond and here it is the p orbital, look here, and here it undergoes sideways overlapping. It undergoes sideways overlapping and it forms pi bond, and here there are 3 sigma bonds. There are 3 sigma bonds. Look here students, 1, 2, 3 sigma bond and pi bond. So, here carbon double bond and then here it has 1 sigma bond, pi bond, sigma, sigma, and here the bond angle is C, double bond O. So, here the bond angle is 120 degree. So, it is also 120 degree, it is also 120 degree. So, then you have to write 3 important points. The carbonyl group in aldehydes and ketones. Number 1, here you may also write the carbonyl carbon in aldehydes and ketones are sp2 hybridized. Here it is sp2 hybridized. And here the second important point is it has 3 sigma bond and 1 pi bond, which is formed between carbon and oxygen by the sideways overlap of p orbitals. So, here the sideways overlap takes place and then here it forms pi bond. Then students, here then it is the bond angle is 120 degree. Here this much is enough for the writing the structure of a carbonyl group in case of aldehydes and ketones. So, students, here another important point here the carbonyl group, the carbon and oxygen are having double bond and these are polarized. Because the oxygen atom is highly electronegative as compared to that of carbon. So, therefore, here it can be also studied on the basis of resonance. Look here. Second part I will write here. Second part, the carbon oxygen has double bond in carbonyl group and is polarized. The carbon oxygen has a double bond in carbonyl group and is polarized. So, it is due to the higher electronegativity of oxygen as compared to the carbon. So here in carbonyl group oxygen is higher electronegative as compared to that of carbon. So therefore here that is the carbon acquires a partial positive charge and oxygen acquires a partial negative charge. So here this can be studied, or this can be that is explained on the basis of resonance. So it is here the polarity can be explained, the polarity of carbonyl group can be explained on the basis of resonance. Look here students, how the resonance takes place here. It can be explained on the basis of resonance. So how the resonance takes place here? I will write here C double bond O. Look here, it undergoes resonance, and here the transfer of this pi electron takes place, and then here it forms look here students, it becomes partially positive charge and it becomes partially negative charge. It is called as a resonance, and it is called as dipolar ion, and here it is a neutral, here it is a neutral. So this is about the structure of this carbonyl group in aldehydes and ketones. So now let us see the preparation of aldehydes and ketones. Look here, so preparation of aldehydes and ketones. As already we discussed, this is the preparation of aldehydes and ketones in the previous classes, that is in the alcohols, phenols and ethers, that is oxidation of alcohols. So here we know that when alcohols are oxidized, the final product is carboxylic acid. Look here students, here if you use, so look here, it is alcohol. When alcohols are oxidized by using acidified KMnO4 solution or K2Cr2O7 solution, so here it is strong oxidizing agent, it undergoes oxidation and it forms first aldehyde, and further it undergoes oxidation and it forms carboxylic acid. It gives carboxyl. All alcohols on oxidation, the final product is carboxylic acid. But here students, we want aldehydes and ketones, and due to this reason we have to use the mild oxidizing agent like chromic oxide, chromic anhydride, that is CrO3, chromic oxide or anhydride, or PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate. So here the first preparation of aldehydes and ketones, preparation of aldehydes and ketones. So first one is by the oxidation of alcohols, by the oxidation of alcohols. So look here students, when alcohols are oxidized, it may give aldehydes or ketones. So therefore, here we know that when primary alcohols are oxidized, it gives aldehyde, and secondary alcohols gives ketones. So here I will write number 1, when primary alcohols are heated in presence of chromic anhydride CrO3, in presence of chromic anhydride CrO3, it oxidizes to aldehydes. It oxidizes to aldehyde. So you may take any example. I will write here an example number 1, RCH2OH. So when it is heated in presence of CrO3, so this reaction is also called as dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation, removal of hydrogen. So hydrogen is removed here. So RCHO plus H2, it gives aldehyde. It is aldehyde, and it is called as primary alcohol. Look here, students. And I will write an example here. So look here, what is the example? So when ethyl alcohol CH2OH, ethanol or ethyl alcohol, when it is heated in presence of CrO3, it gives CH3CHO plus H2. So it is called as acetaldehyde. Look here, dehydrogenation takes place, and here it forms aldehyde. So similarly, when secondary alcohols are heated, so when secondary alcohols are heated in presence of CrO3, it oxidizes to ketones. Look here, students. So when secondary alcohol CHOH R dash, so it is secondary alcohol, when it is heated in presence of CrO3, so here the hydrogen is removed, and then here it forms RCO R dash plus H2. So it is called as ketone. And here I will take an example here. So secondary alcohol CH3 CHOH CH3 isopropyl alcohol. So when it is heated in presence of CrO3, so it forms CH3 CO CH3 plus H2. Look here, students. Here this hydrogen is removed. So then here it forms acetone. Hydrogen is liberated. So here aldehydes can be prepared by using primary alcohol, and ketones can be prepared by using secondary alcohol. So here this method is called as oxidation of alcohol by using chromic oxide or chromic anhydride catalyst, and here it is a mild, and here reaction the stops here only. It does not proceed for the end product carboxylic acid. Then the second one, another one, that is called as by dehydrogenation of alcohol. Dehydrogenation same, but the catalyst is different, and here we are using different copper tube. Look here. by the dehydrogenation of alcohols. By the dehydrogenation of alcohols. Here again, when the primary alcohols, the vapors of primary alcohols are passed over heated copper tube at about 573 Kelvin, so it undergoes dehydrogenation forming aldehydes. So look here students, when the vapors of primary alcohol are passed through heated copper tube at about 573 Kelvin. So when the vapors of primary alcohol pass over heated copper tube at about 573 Kelvin, so it undergoes dehydrogenation forming aldehydes. It undergoes dehydrogenation forming aldehydes. Look here, RCH2OH, when it is passed over heated copper tube at 573 Kelvin, then it undergoes dehydrogenation, it forms aldehyde. And the same reaction I will write here, example CH3 CH2OH, when it is passed over heated copper tube at 573 Kelvin. Look here students, here it forms CH3 CHO plus H2, it gives acetaldehyde, and here it is ethanol or ethyl alcohol. And similarly, second one, when secondary alcohol are passed through heated copper at about 573 Kelvin, it undergoes dehydrogenation forming ketones. Look here, secondary alcohol gives ketones, primary alcohol gives aldehydes. It is aldehyde. Look here, it undergoes dehydrogenation forming ketones. It is called as ketone. I will take an example. Look here, CH3, CO, CH3 plus H2. It is called as a H2. Look here students, primary, secondary both. So primary gives aldehyde and secondary alcohol gives ketones. So here I have given general reaction as well as an example. So it is about, here it is isopropyl alcohol. And then the next preparation is from hydrocarbons. So what are hydrocarbons? You know that hydrocarbons, and here when hydrocarbons are, look here, hydrocarbons means that is it comes alkane, alkene, alkynes. So from hydrocarbons means, let us see the example of or preparation of aldehydes and ketones by ozone, ozonolysis of alkene, So from hydrocarbon, third one, from hydrocarbons. Look at students. So here from hydrocarbons, here by ozonolysis of alkenes. By the ozonolysis of alkenes. So students, it is one of the important method. It is a very simple method. So here, when alkenes are treated with ozone, it forms alkene ozonides, and when these alkene ozonides are treated with zinc and water, so it forms aldehyde, and even ketones, or it may be a mixture of aldehydes and ketones. So it depends upon the nature or the type of alkene which we are using, or it is also called as substitution pattern of alkenes. Substitution pattern of alkenes. It may give aldehyde or it may give ketone. It depends upon the nature of or type of alkenes. Means that is, when if you use ethene or if you use a symmetrical alkenes, then you will get aldehyde, and then that is here if you use that is a branched compound, you will get ketone. I will show here. Look here students. Number one, when ethene is treated with ozone, ethene is treated with ozone, it gives ethylene ozonide, or simply you write ozonide only, ethylene ozonide, which when treated with zinc dust and water, it gives acetaldehyde. It gives acetaldehyde, or that is emirate, it gives formaldehyde. It gives formaldehyde. Look here student, it depends upon the nature of alkene which we are using. So it is also called as substitution pattern of alkene. So here I am using ethene, then it gives formaldehyde. Look here, when ethene is treated with ozone, it gives ethylene ozonide, and which when treated with zinc dust and water, it gives formaldehyde. Look here, I will write CH2 double bond CH2, it is called as ethene. So when this ethene is treated with ozone, so it is treated with ozone, so then it gives ethylene ozonide. Look here students, how it is written. Look here, it is called as ethylene ozonide. It is called as ethylene ozonide. And when this ethylene ozonide is treated with zinc dust and water, so here this oxygen is removed. Look here, minus ZNO. So here the oxygen combines with this zinc and it forms ZNO, minus ZNO, and then here it forms 2CH2O, or it is also written as 2HCHO. It is called as a formaldehyde. It is called as a formaldehyde. CH2O, CH2O, 2CH2O, or it may be also written as 2HCHO. That is called as formaldehyde. So then students, if we use second example, if we use propene CH3 CH double bond CH2. Look here, I am using here this propene. When it is treated with ozone, it gives, look here, CH3 CHO CH2, it is O. So propene ozonide, and then this propene ozonide, when it is treated with zinc and water, zinc oxide is removed, and then here it breaks into two, CH3CHO and S2CHO, that it gives a mixture of CH3CHO plus HCHO, that is called as acetaldehyde and formaldehyde. Acetaldehyde and formaldehyde. It is used a mixture of acetaldehyde and formaldehyde. And if you want ketone, then use, look here, CH3 CH3 C CH3 double bond C CH3 CH3. Look here students, here it is 1 2 3 4, so but, so it is 2 3 dimethyl but 2-ene, 2 3 dimethyl but 2-ene, so it is but 2-ene. So when it is treated with ozone, look here, ozone, so here I will write its, I will write in different manner. Look here, I will write like this, CH3 C, here look here, CH3 here I have written here like this, and here O C CH3 and then it is, look here students. So this CH3, it is written like this, C double bond C CH, here it is written like this, CH3 and then CH3. So here the same compound is written like this. So here I have written like this. And then here when it is treated with zinc and water minus ZnO, so here it gives, look here, CH3 CO CH3 CO CH3. So it gives 2 acetone, CH3 CO CH3, acetone is formed. So here it is the reaction. Look here students. So here I prepared formaldehyde, acetaldehyde and also acetone. So here it depends upon the pattern of substitution of alkene or nature or type of alkene. So it gives different product. So it may use whether aldehyde or that is ketone, or it may also use that mixture of aldehydes and ketones. So here it is about this ozonolysis of alkenes. They may ask for 3 marks student. They may ask for 3 marks. Then next one is hydration. Hydration of alkynes. So look here student, the alkynes adds water molecule in presence of sulfuric acid and mercuric sulfate. In presence of sulfuric acid and mercuric sulfate. Look here. So here it is fourth one, by hydration method. So by hydration of alkynes. Look here, when aldehydes are obtained by the hydration of acetylene and ketones are obtained by the hydration of propyne. So acetylene gives aldehyde and propyne gives ketone. So here the water molecule adds to an alkyne in presence of sulfuric acid and mercuric sulfate only. Otherwise the addition does not take place. Hydration does not take place. Look here students. When alkynes are, when alkynes are treated with, alkynes are treated with water, it adds only in presence of H2SO4 and HgSO4. It adds only in presence of H2SO4 and HgSO4, forming aldehydes and ketones. It is the general statement, student. It is a general statement. Let us see an example. First I will write number 1. When acetylene means ethyne, when acetylene is treated with water in presence of H2SO4 and HgSO4, that is sulfuric acid and mercuric sulfate, in presence of H2SO4 and mercuric sulfate. So it gives aldehydes. So aldehydes can be obtained by using this. That is nothing but acetaldehyde. So look here, students, I will write here. So first I will write this ethyne plus water in presence of HgSO4 and H2SO4 at 333 Kelvin. Look here, water adds here and then this OH adds here and then it forms HCH, and here it forms double bond and it is C, here it is H and it is OH. Look here, addition of water, OH is added here and H is added here, and here it is also called as vinyl alcohol. It is unstable. And here it undergoes tautomerization. Remember, student, it undergoes tautomerization. Rearrangement takes place. Here I will show here. Look here. So here this hydrogen, it shifts here and the bond shifts here and then this bond shifts here. It is called as tautomerization. And then here it forms H, CH, H and single bond CH, double bond O. It is called as acetaldehyde. Look here, student. So here it is tautomerization takes place, rearrangement takes place. That is also called as keto and anol form. So here it vinyl alcohol is unstable and it changes into that is acetaldehyde. So then what happens in case of, look here, when propine is heated with water at 330 Kelvin in presence of H2SO4 and HgSO4, it gives, look here, students, and here it gives acetone. I will write here. Look here, CH3 C CH double bond CH2. Look here, student, it is called as I will write propine. Look here, propine, CH3 C triple bond CH. It is a propine. CH3 C triple bond CH. It is called as a propine. And when it is treated with water in presence of HgSO4 and H2SO4 at 333 Kelvin, Look here students, here the reaction takes place according to Markovnikov's rule. So according to Markovnikov's rule, and here this H is added here and then this OH is added here. The positive part is attached to that carbon atom which contains more number of hydrogen, and the negative part is attached to that carbon atom which contains least number. It does not contain any hydrogen, and this reaction takes place according to Markovnikov's rule, and here it forms CH3C. Look here students, here I will write double bond C, it is H, H, and here it is OH. Look here, OH is attached here, and again rearrangement takes place. Look here, this H shift here, and then double bond shifts here, and the bond shifts here. Then it forms CH3. Look here, C double bond C, CH3. So H shifts here, so it forms acetone. So students, here these are all the questions which may ask for 3 marks. So look here, all these questions are for 3 marks, and here the reaction takes place according to Markovnikov's rule. The reaction takes place according to Markovnikov's rule. So here all these are the preparations. Now the last one, so how the aldehydes only can be prepared? Preparation of aldehydes only. Fifth one, preparation of aldehydes only. So there are two important, that is, there are several methods are there. Number 1, Rosenmund's method, and 2, Stephen's method, and number 3, Itott's method. Like this, several methods are there. Look here students, here preparation of aldehyde only. By Rosenmund reduction. By Rosenmund reduction. Look here students, it is Rosenmund's reduction reaction. Rosenmund's reduction reaction. So what happens here? Here in Rosenmund's reaction, aldehydes are prepared from acid chlorides. When acid chlorides are aldehydes are prepared from acid chlorides. Look here, when acid chlorides are treated with hydrogen in presence of palladium catalyst, supported by barium sulfate, Look here students, supported by barium sulfate. So barium sulfate, it gives aldehydes. So I will take an example of benzoyl chloride. Look here, it is called as a benzoyl chloride. When this benzoyl chloride is treated with hydrogen in presence of palladium catalyst supported by barium sulfate, So here this HCl is removed, this H and Cl is removed, and then it forms benzaldehyde. It forms a benzaldehyde. So students, here it carries 2 marks. You explain Rosenmund's reduction with example, or how do you convert benzyl chloride to benzaldehyde, or which reagent is used here. So the reagent used is palladium and barium sulfate. So here they may ask this question. Then second one, sixth one, from nitriles. Look here students, nitriles means there is another reaction that is called as Stephen's reaction or Stephen's reduction. Name reaction. So when here the nitriles are treated with stannous chloride and HCl, so they first reduces to imine, and when this imine is hydrolyzed, it gives aldehyde. So remember here, when nitriles are heated with stannous chloride and HCl, SnCl2, stannous chloride and HCl, it reduces to imine, which on hydrolysis gives aldehydes. Look here students, I will write here R C triple bond N, it is called as a nitrile. When it is treated with this stannous chloride SnCl2 and HCl, look here it undergoes reduction and it forms RCH double bond NH, it is called as imine, and when imine is treated with or it is subjected for hydrolysis, look here it forms RCHO minus NH4Cl, NH4Cl is removed, so RCHO, so aldehyde is formed. So it is called as a Stephen reaction. When nitriles are heated with stannous chloride and HCl, it undergoes reduction, it forms imine, and imine on acidification or on hydrolysis gives aldehyde. So here it also for 2 marks question students. And here you may write an example also. So I will write here the example also. Example for this CH3, C triple bond N. So it is called as ethane nitrile. So when this ethane nitrile is treated with stannous chloride plus HCl, so it forms CH3, CH double bond NH. So it is called as imine, and then this imine CH3, CH double bond NH. So on hydrolysis, it gives CH3, CHO, and then ammonium chloride is removed. So look here students, here. So it gives acetaldehyde. So here it is the example for this. And now let us see another example I will write here. So when another catalyst is used, that is diisobutyl aluminum hydride. So what happens? Look here, the same nitrile, look here, when the same nitrile is treated with diisobutyl aluminum hydride. It is, I will write the name here, it undergoes, then it is subjected for hydrolysis, it gives RCHO. So there is another method. Which we are using here. So it is called as here it is the catalyst is H means diisobutyl aluminum hydride. isobutyl aluminum hydride. So look here students, I will write an example here. CH3, CH double bond, CH, CH2, it is CH2, CN. Look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hex, it is 4 En, ENE, that is nitrile. So hex 4 ENE nitrile. So what happens when it is treated with this diisobutyl aluminum hydride? So it forms CH3, then it is CH, CH, CH2, CH2, CHO. Look here students, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is called as hex 4En Al. Hex 4En Al. Then the last one here from esters. Fourth one from esters. So when esters are also that is treated, look here, I will take an example of ester. CH3, CH2, it is 9 times, it is C double bond O, it is OC2H5, it is called as 9, 10, 11, 12. So here it is called as ethyl undecanoate. Ethyl 9, 10, 11 undecanoate. So it is ethyl, it is ester, ethyl undecanoate. So when it is treated with the diisobutyl aluminum hydride, so it undergoes reduction and it forms CH3, CH2 9, so CH2 9 and it is CHO plus C2H5OH. So it is called as decanol. Look here student, 9, 10, 11. 10 means decanol, it is called as undecanol. It is 11, 9, 10, 11 undecanol. It is ethyl undecanoate and then it gives here it breaks. Ethyl alcohol is formed. So therefore here I have completed the preparation and tomorrow we will see the important reaction. So thank you.